The stuff. Had it thorning, mind controlling, life absorbing. You can never get enough of the stuff. Okay, I assume that's the tagline? Yes, it is. Let's get into it. The Stuff is from 1985, it lasts about an hour and 40 minutes, and it stars Michael Moriarty, Thrawn Troll. Yes, that's right. And what? Who else? Let's just leave it at him. So The Stuff is about this new food substance. It's a horror comedy? Not really. No, it's not very funny. But I think it's listed as a horror comedy. Maybe I'm making that up. So The Stuff is a horror movie about a substance which people eat, unquestionably. It looks like marshmallows. Yeah, it looks like marshmallow fluff that you can buy in jars. Because that's what it is. Probably, well, almost certainly that's what it is. But this stuff actually takes over the body of the person who's eating it and turns them into sort of brainless zombies, I guess. Not brainless. Well, that's true. They appear as normal, they appear as human, they appear as they always have been, except they're like trying to force everyone else to eat the stuff. And they're what tortoise? Yeah, I don't actually know. Because, yeah. Is the stuff trying to take over the earth? And if so, why? Because it still needs human bodies to function. It's a strange little movie. But let's talk about it. Do you remember how they discover the stuff? Yeah, well, we first see it when there's an old man out in the snow. He's like, I don't know what he's doing, but he's out in the snow with some of his colleagues. He finds some bubbling ooze coming up from the ground, so he instantly thinks, I'm going to eat that.
So smooth. That tastes real good.
I don't know why, that he does. Yes, he does. Luckily for him, it's delicious. Luckily for us, we never see him again. Yeah, that's a good point. This movie has got a lot of plot holes. Well, I quite enjoyed this movie. It was good fun. I mean, it's nothing amazing, but it is fun. It's rubbish. I did not like it at all, really. Yeah, I like the effects of the stuff, like oozing out of places, right? But the rest of it is terrible. So much potential as well. It could have been great. I thought it was good fun. You are wrong. Our two main characters are a little boy called Jason, whose family eat the stuff, and he's like, I'm not eating it, I saw it new. And they're like, eat it, eat it. So at some point he goes and gets a tub of the stuff, empties it out, and fills it with shaving foam, and eats that. He's trying to trick his family into thinking he's eating the stuff because they've all been taken over by the stuff. And he's going to die? Well, I wouldn't advise eating shaving foam. Definitely not. I'd rather eat the stuff. The other character is Mo Rutherford. And Mo is known as a bit of a renegade. He's a private detective, really. And he's been hired by this confectionery company to go and find out what the stuff is made of, what the secret ingredients are, so that this other company can rip it off, basically. It's... what is with his voice? Well, obviously Michael Moriarty thought, I'll try something different for this role, and he's got this terrible cartoon voice. It's not a cartoon, it's just like southern, yeah, it's like a stereotype. It's a bit distracting, I'll give you that.
Oh, this is some place you got here, fellas. This is, gosh, let me, that's a sweaty palm. That's two sweaty palms. Let me feel. Ah, that's another sweaty palm. Yes, sir. Hello, sweaty palm.
Well, with this movie, I welcome any distraction. At some point, Mo meets up with a character named Chocolate Chip Charlie. He's a cartoon character. This is a cartoon movie. No, he's called Chocolate Chip Charlie because, well, I guess he works with chocolate chips. Sure. I'm sure that's why it is. Well, anyway, they team up. They go to this small town in Georgia, where I think the main storage facility of the stuff is. Right, and they get attacked by some locals for some reason. A dog eats the stuff and then kills his owner. And the locals that attack Chocolate Chip Charlie and no Rutherford, one of them gets punched and his face caves in. He's just, what? What's going on? Well, I think he's obviously been overtaken by the stuff. Yeah, does that mean you're just a shell of an Anne? But I don't know. Who knows how the stuff works? Who knows how you watch the stuff? Chocolate Chip Charlie and Mo go their separate ways after this incident, agreeing to meet up later. At the same time, Jason is on the run from his family, yeah, because they find out he's eating shaving foam and not the stuff. So he runs out the house and they're going to get him, and then no, just pulls up in his car, and he's like, get in! I don't know who you are, I don't know what's going on, that I assume you need my help.
Get in the car.
Who are you?
I saw it move too. Get in the back.
Who are you?
And that's him, they're teamed up for the rest of this movie. We also meet Miss Futterman, who is, I don't really know what she does, but she's also on the side of Mo and Jason. So Miss Rutherford and Mo take a private jet to Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, and they take this 10-year-old boy with them. Yeah. Call the cops? Well, oh. He stays in the private jet while they go off to attend to business in Georgia. But while Jason's chilling on the private jet, the pilot turns round, opens his mouth, and he, of course, is full of the stuff. Yeah, I don't know how he managed to fly all the way to Georgia. That he did, and now he's like spewing white stuff at this kid. And then the whole plane is being filled with stuff. And Jason manages to run off. They're here at the distribution plant of the stuff. So he tries to find somewhere to hide. Yeah, so he hides inside an empty tanker lorry, which is obviously going to get filled up with the stuff at some point. Yeah, it's a strange place to choose to hide. That's like running away from a mad accident, only to go and chat his door and say, here I am. Anyway, Mo and Miss Futterman are in a B&B. Yeah, they share a bed. They just net that they're sharing a bed. Well, they have a little discussion about how the stuff, it must control your mind, it must overtake your body, and, you know, we need to stop it. And then they go for a nice little sleep, yeah, and Noah wakes up because his pillow has turned into the stuff, somehow, and it's starting to go all over his face and smother him. Miss Futterman helps, she manages to set it on fire, and that scares the stuff off. Yeah, so then some guy comes into the room and he's like, hey, what's all this shouting about? What's all the noise? I don't know who he is. I don't know, I assume he's a hotel employee or something. But no, he's just a weirdo. Well, maybe. He comes into the room, and then the remaining stuff gets him, pins him to the wall, kills him. Yeah, and then they set that on fire, so they set the whole hotel on fire. Yeah, they rush off with Mo saying that, they run off with Mo saying that we need to find the source of the stuff. Which they do instantly. It's big like that. It's big like nines. Yeah, it's like what would you call it? A nine? No, not a mine. It's like a nine. No, it's like a quarry filled with the stuff. Okay, right. So it's like a quarry or a lake filled with the stuff, and that's the source. It's all coming up from the earth. So Mo says if he can take a truck with the stuff in it, he can prove that that's where it comes from. Hey, I don't know. Yeah, I don't actually know how that's going to prove where it came from. This is such a weird movie. So many plot holes. Well, anyway, that's their plan. So Mo thinks, right, I'll steal a tanker truck, and the tanker truck steals is just about to be filled with his stuff, and luckily it's also the tanker that Jason is hiding in the back of. Yeah, and actually now you mention that, it's kind of like, it's as if Mo knew that. Yeah, 'cause he bangs on the side and says, don't worry Jason, I'll save you. How did he know? I don't know. You're right, this movie does have some inconsistencies. It's rubbish. So Mo, Miss Futterman and Jason are all in the truck, and Mo says, I know who can help. I'll go and see an old army colonel that I've got some dirt on. So they go and see this colonel. Yeah, he's a knockoff. Oh, it's Paul Sorvino from Goodfellas, more famously. Knock off. Well, it's Paul Sorvino, he's the colonel, and he agrees to take his battalion of soldiers to the factory of the stuff. So, this little army goes to the factory that sends out, sells, packages the stuff, and there's a big gunfight. Well, not necessarily a fight. The army just take over and round up everyone. Yeah, a lot of these people are the stuff. Yeah, I think they are. So, did some of them get killed? Who knows, man. Chocolate Chip Charlie meets up with them here. And yeah, and they go into this radio station because they're like going to make an announcement. So, they're about to make the announcement, tell everyone to get rid of the stuff, stop eating it. But then Chocolate Chip Charlie turns out to do the stuff. He attacks Miss Tutterman, and then no, Rutherford has to start him. He sets him on fire. He's got a big rudder head. It's a pretty cool looking fake head they use for Chocolate Chip Charlie just before he's fried. So it's time for the radio announcement. Mo and Miss Futterman make the announcement and they tell the whole country, take the stuff out your fridge, burn it. Don't eat it, burn it. Yeah, this is the only way to dispose of it apparently. Darn it. There must be another way. Well, it doesn't matter. They're telling everyone to just burn it and don't eat it. Yeah, and everyone does it. No questions asked at all. Yeah, that's true. For being so addictive, for being so controlling, for being so life-changing, this substance, everyone's happy to just go, okay, let's take our favourite thing and burn it. Plot holes everywhere. This movie makes no sense at all. Later we see Mo and Jason go to see the money men, the people who own the company behind the stuff. Yeah, it's these two rich guys and they're in their like big office and Mo is like, right, I've got a gun. Jason, you hold the gun and you two old rich guys eat the stuff. He forces them to eat it. Yep, they have to wolf it down. It's no problem to eat it because it's so delicious, but they've never eaten it before. Hence them being human, hence them being unharmed, hence them being, you know, making profit off everybody else's misfortune. And then we hear the police sirens. They're going to be arrested, and that's the end of the movie. Yeah, so it makes no sense. What do you mean? Well, they're being arrested, yep. So how make them eat the stuff? Well, because, or they're eating the stuff, why get them arrested? Surely that'll just spread the stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, they could have either had them arrested and that's it, or they could have fed them the stuff and let them die, I guess. It's strange. It's real strange. All they've done is spread it. It's like having a disease, like COVID-19, taking a mask from your pocket, sneezing into it and then giving it to someone to wear. Anyway, that's the end of the movie, almost. Oh yeah, there is one more scene. Yeah, it's like a dodgy deal, as if like someone's selling crack on the streets, but they're selling cans of the stuff. And that's the end of this terrible movie. I wouldn't say it's terrible, it's good fun, like I said, it's rubbish. Honest, let us know what you think, that I thought this was terrible. It had good bits, it had cool effects, that it made no sense. Well, like he said, let us know what you think. Hit like, hit subscribe, watch another video.